So hello everyone, I'll be tackling Article 144 of the Revised Penal Code, which is the disturbance of proceedings. So, Article 144 of the RPC provides the penalty of arresto mayor or a fine from 40,000 to 200,000 pesos shall be imposed upon any person who disturbs the meetings of the National Assembly, the Congress of the Philippines, or of any of its committees or subcommittees, constitutional commission or committees or divisions thereof, or of any provincial board or city or municipality council or board, or in the presence of any such bodies should behave in such manner as to interrupt its proceedings or to impair the respect due to it. So the elements of disturbance of proceedings are as follows. 1. That there be meeting of the National Assembly or any of its committees or subcommittees, constitutional commission or committees or division thereof, or of any provincial board or city or municipality council or board. And second element is that the offender does any of the following acts. He disturbs any of such meetings, or he behaves while in the presence of any such bodies in such manner as to interrupt its proceedings or to impair the respect due to it. So we should take note that complaint for disturbance of proceedings must be filed by a mere member of the legislative body. So this was actually provided in the case of People versus Lapid. So let's have the case of People versus Calera, the application of Article 144 of the RPC. So the issue in this case is whether or not the Chief of Police is guilty of disturbance of proceedings. So the facts are as follows. A meeting of municipal officials was called by the mayor. During the meeting, the Chief of Police kept on talking, although he had been asked by the mayor to sit down. Heated arguments among the mayor, councilor, and Chief of Police followed. In the ensuing confusion, the crowd watching the proceedings dispersed and the meeting was eventually dissolved. So the Supreme Court here held that no, the Chief of Police was held guilty of unjust vexation only, and not interruption of peaceful meetings. So we should take note of the elements here. So the first element actually, that there be meeting of the municipal council is not present. The meeting of municipal officials in this case, called by the mayor, included the participation of the Chief of Police, who clearly was not a member of the council. Thus, there was no meeting of municipal council in this case. So the first element is not present. Well, the second element here is present, because the Chief of Police here did behave while in the presence of any such bodies in such a manner as to interrupt its proceedings. The Chief of Police here actually caused disturbance. However, since the first element is not present and only the second element, the Chief of Police here is only guilty of unjust vexation, and he cannot be held guilty under Article 144 or the disturbance of proceedings. So we should take note the difference between Article 143 of the RPC and Article 144. In Article 143, act tending to prevent the meeting of the assembly and similar bodies. So in Article 143, it does not necessarily need that the meeting be prevented, because it states here act tending to prevent. So it's either acts that tend to prevent the meeting or acts that actually prevented the meeting. But in Article 144, here, the meeting must be existing so that disturbance of proceedings may happen, because there can be no disturbance if no meeting in the first place. Furthermore, in Article 143, here, the meeting is prevented by force or fraud, or the acts tending to prevent here must be by force or fraud. However, in Article 144, the acts here must disturb the meeting by behaving while in the presence of any such bodies in such manner as to interrupt its proceeding or to impair the respect due to it. So it does not necessarily mean in Article 144 that it needs force or fraud. As long as it disturbs the meeting, it falls under Article 144, and all the elements also present, then it would be disturbance of proceedings. So that is all for Article 144 and its difference with Article 143. And thank you.